Hi Aquarius, it's Leonora. Welcome to Soul Searching Tarot. Welcome to your personal love reading. This is for anyone with Aquarius in their chart or dealing with an Aquarius. I'm going to just do more of a personal reading for my collective. So if it starts to make sense, perfect. I'm not going to do the Q&As this time around. I just felt guided to do something else, and I just felt making it more personal to my collectives feels more the energy I wanted to pick up versus questions and answers. Yeah, so I still want to keep it Halloween themed, so I'm going to use my Disney villain tarot to keep with the theme of Halloween, and I still want to use my black tarot. My black tarot really is warped out energy, so we're gonna go and use the black tarot to clarify any energies, and also my black mirror oracle cards to pick up on any last messages or advice. All right, so let's see what's going on with Aquarius or anyone dealing with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising. If you are dealing with a masculine energy, you could also look at their Mars or Jupiter. For my feminines, if you want to do that, if you know their Mars and Jupiter placement, that's up to you. Otherwise, I hope that this message resonates with you. All right. So first card out is the Star card. Aquarius energy, if that means anything to you. Something about the month of February as well, whether it's February, this past February or this February coming up. Could be late January, February. All right, let's see what that means. I don't even know what that means. All right. I know that's Aquarius season, so yes, late January, February is Aquarius season. But it's more than that, obviously. There's something about that particular timeline that's coming in. Okay. All right, Aquarius, your card, okay, came out. What? Hello. Who else had Aquarius as a first energy? I want to say Taurus. I don't know if you're dealing with a Taurus or if you have Taurus in your chart, but I feel Taurus had Aquarius as a first card out too. Interesting. All right. I also have the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Right. So strong water placement, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, if that means anything to you. What's going on here? Some of you wished on an energy, right? This energy could be, the form of a person. Maybe you wished for a person. This person wished for you. With the Nine of Cups here and the Star, obviously. And I just feel like that energy came true or will be coming true. Is this the Eight of Cups? No, this is the Eight of Cups. Sorry, not the Nine of Cups, but the Eight of Cups. But I'm not looking at the cups, more so I'm looking at the Star here. It's more like the Star. There's like this North Star looking image here. The Star is like wishing upon a star. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. It could be, yeah, like I feel like it's coming towards you, or it came. Like with the cups, the Eight of Cups, this energy, this card just feels to me like the wish came true. It came to life. For some of you, it will be coming to life. And maybe, like I heard late January, February. Perhaps it came true back in late January, February of this year. Perhaps this person is an Aquarius or has, you know, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in their chart. Or perhaps it's coming to fruition. This wish, this energy is coming to life in January, coming up January, late January, February, coming up 2023. Somebody here, let me tell you something, okay, because it's coming in strongly. Somebody here made a wish. It kind of reminds me, I don't know if any of you have seen the movie Practical Magic. And in that movie, Sandra Bullock has a little girl wished on this person. She made up a person that was kind of hard for, like, as a little girl, she was just like, all right, I'm just gonna make up any person. You know, she wasn't really into love, right? She saw her mother get heartbroken and she didn't want to go through that. So she, you know, she was an herbal witch or kitchen witch, right? An herbalist. So she made up a spell and, you know, she made a wish. And she dreamed for, she asked for this dream person, this person with one green eye, one brown eye, if I remember correctly, wears a star, you know, and, you know, she had a couple of, you know, characteristics to go along with it, in personality traits to go along with it, you know, could flip pancakes, you know, all those stuff. And interestingly enough, you know, she got older, grew up, she fell in love with her true love. But her true love wasn't this guy that she wished for. Her true love was just someone that she married, had children by, and she was in love with him. Unfortunately, you know, I'm not going to go into the story because I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't watched it. But for those who have watched it, you know what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, you know, it didn't work out in that relationship, but eventually she met that person that she wished for when she was little. And she didn't know it then, but it wasn't until later on she realized, like, wait a minute, I wished on someone like you, someone who wears a star. He was a sheriff, so he wore the star, the badge, the silver badge. He had one blue eye, one green eye, or something like that, one brown eye, one green eye. He flipped pancakes up in the air, really like a professional. And that was her wish. The guy came. And I just feel for my collectives here, there was this beautiful wish that somebody made, whether it's you or the person that's coming towards you, or the person you've met. And again, I'm going to be very specific because it's a personalized reading. If you met this person in late January or February, and I can't go by the year, so I'm not even going to go by the year. It could be this past year, could be the year coming, you know, 2023. It could be this, you know, the January, February coming this year. It could be that this person's an Aquarius. It could be that this person has Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in their chart. So that's how personal it is, and that's the energy I'm picking up, okay? And you are their wish come true. You understand that? This person sees you as their wish come true. For them, it's so, they feel it so strong and so deep on a level where they didn't know love even existed in this frequency. They're like, oh my God, love exists in this frequency? You know, that, you know, beyond the 3D frequency, right? Beyond a 3D frequency. Something that you can't explain. Something that you can't even compare it to. You could try to if you're very creative and imaginative, but this person feels deeply. Their love runs deep. The connection is going to be just as intense when I see all these energies here. All right, let's get more information because that was a lot. That was a lot. Look at that. The Lovers. What? Come on now. Clarifying the energy. The Lovers. Gemini energy. Twin flame. Twin soul. Soulmate. Okay, so off the bat, this is someone that your soul remembers. Or if it's a twin flame journey that you're going through, you know, some of you may be wanting to look at I think it was the Virgo video. I don't know if you have Virgo in your chart. This person may have Virgo in your chart, but the Virgo video was talking about a twin flame journey. But some of you may be going through this journey, right? Some of you have this twin flame journey, or it's just a soulmate of yours from a past life connection. Yeah, it's intense, okay, to say the least, between you and this person. Strong water placement here. I have the Knight of Cups that came out now. Wow, interesting. I just feel like someone here has roamed the earth, so to speak, finding their person, right? Obviously, I don't mean it like they really roam the earth. Maybe they have, you know, we are living in modern ages. You could roam the earth online. But I just feel like this person never thought, maybe this is you, maybe this is both of you, where you just thought you couldn't find a love like that. There's a song, oh my God. Never felt love like this before. I can't remember who sings it. Never felt like love like this before. Is that Chaka Khan? Oh God, I gotta look it up now because I said it, so now I gotta look it up. I do remember that is never felt love like this. It's by Stephanie Mills. Yeah, I never knew love like this before. Now I'm lonely nevermore. Since you came into my life, you are my love light. This I know. Interesting. Yeah, that's kind of the song I'm kind of channeling here. Interesting. Love, you should really see the lyrics are kind of profound there. I've heard that song 100 times. I've never really read the lyrics, but me just reading that little part is exactly what this is. A journey, right? A twin flame journey for some of you. For some of you, this is your soulmate that you connected with in other lifetimes. And perhaps you too, you know, just bear with me because I'm going to go way out. I usually go way out there with my black tarot cards. For some of you, this is a past love from many lifetimes ago, or maybe from even another galaxy. I just feel like a lot of you were born into this life knowing that there was this beautiful love. You know, you were in relationships, some of you were married, you know, moved on to commitments, whatever. But I just feel like even though you might have fallen in love, There was nothing as profound and deep, or there will be nothing more profound and deep than the connection you're going to have with this person. It's intense. It's a little scary. It may make you physically sick, or give you maybe crying, laughing. You don't even know what feeling to feel. You're mixed emotions even. This person is going through that situation, or will be going through that situation. You will be going through that situation. And let me tell you something else that I kind of sense, but some of you are going through this. So for some of you, you're like, I know I went through that situation. For some of you, you will be going through that situation. I feel that once you meet this person, it's not going to be long-standing, meaning there may be, and that's typical of a twin flame journey. That's typical of a soulmate, some type of twin soulmate energy, where there's other stuff, outside factors, people, places, things that will interfere with the connection that you two have. And I feel like some of you already went through this. Some of you will be going through this, and the connection may not last. When I look at the Eight of Cups here, I just feel like it may not last. I look at the Knight of Cups. I also feel like it may not last. The love will be there with all these cups. The love is there. The emotions is there. But there's something that is going to separate you two, or have separated you two. An outside factor, a situation that happened or will be happening where you two are going to separate from each other. And to have met this person in this lifetime, again, some of you have given up on love, or you didn't know that there was this love that existed like this. To have felt that even for that moment in time, I think that for some of you, you're okay with that. You're like, okay, you know what? I'm content with that. Yes, I lost the love of my life, my twin flame, my twin soulmate, but I just never thought that the love like this existed. And now it's like, better to have love than not to have loved at all. Or that saying, better to love than have never loved before. And it's kind of like the energy I'm picking up here, because I do feel a sense of separation here, right? And you know your story more than me. So again, some of you went through this situation, or currently going through the situation, or will be going through the situation with your person. Let me see if I could pick up anything else here. Wow. The Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. A lot of the energy here, what I am picking up, I had made that, cross-reference movie, to this energy, right? And even that song to this energy. This is divine. This is fated. This relationship is divine. This could be your divine person, your divine partner, your wish come true. But it's definitely destined and fated here, right? Not all really. I can't say that for all readings in all relationships. I could definitely say that about this reading. I also feel that you may have a child with this person, with the Ace of Pentacles, or you share a child already in common with the Ace of Pentacles here. A starseed child. Yeah. I feel like if it's a starseed child, this child, if it's already born, is very sensitive. Something very sensitive about the child, very empathic, right? Could pick up energy and vibration and frequency, which makes them in turn sensitive to their environment. The Death card. Yeah, I just want to see what other energies I could pick up here. Wow, the Death card and the Justice card. Libra and Scorpio, if that means anything to you. Yeah, some of you may end up marrying this person, or you were married to this person. You may share a child in common, or there is, you know, children that you two will share in the future. Aquarius is coming in strong. I said Aquarius energy, so either one or both of you have Aquarius in your chart. Maybe Scorpio, maybe Libra. I have Gemini here. Could be Cancer as well. Could be Pisces. Yeah, you know, again with the separation. If this resonates here for my collectives, right? And it should resonate because I'm trying to make it as personal as possible. A lot of you were in this beautiful connection with someone. It didn't work out for whatever reason. There was some type of separation. An ending to the relationship. And I could say with confidence that this energy here was not someone you were just dating or someone you will date. Do you know what I mean? This is an energy of like commitment, family, you know, a future together, investments, you know, that you may have together as a couple. Like we're talking the Ten of Pentacles situation here, right? And I just feel like a lot of you had that going for the relationship, you know, or will happen. For some of you, I don't, you know, I want to say maybe for a couple of you, you may experience this, right? Maybe it could be a reconnection with your twin. Whether it's happening now or will be happening, I don't know, but it feels like a reconnection. There was a separation and now there's a reconnection. Some of you were going to meet your twin soul, your twin flame in the future. And, you know, I hate to say it, but you may end up separating. It doesn't mean it's the end of the story for you two. It is not the end of the story for you two. That is nowhere near, I see, end of the story here. Not this journey that you're going through with your person. So rest assured, if it does happen, there's a reason why you separated, right? Perhaps it was, you know, a karmic lesson for one or both of you. Perhaps there was some type of spiritual awakening for one or both of you. And the spiritual awakening can mean the death of an ego. They call it the night dark of the soul, right? Where somebody goes through so much pain. And that could be anything, right? That could be the death of a loved one. That could be, you know, the separation of, you know, two people, or a breakup in the family. That could be a health condition. You know, something happened where it changed someone, if not both of you. Usually it's both, right? Different ways, but it happens. And that is the journey that you can experience with your twin flame or your twin soulmate. Right? Eight of Cups is a journey, travel, but it's emotional, it's intense. And I think that for some of you, when you do reconnect, you're either marrying this person or you were married to this person. You had a child with this person, and you will have a child with this person. Okay, so that's what I don't see the end of a story here. I think it's a continuation for sure. You guys are going to have your ups and downs, or had your ups and downs. But once you come together, there's going to be an understanding, a spiritual understanding with the Scorpio and Libra card here. A lot of you are fated to meet. You were fated to meet for different reasons, right? Like, I feel like the Death card gives you a different type of individual evolvement, right? Like an individual growth journey. And the Libra card, you know, the Justice card here gives me another form of individual growth, or, you know, evolution. But for these two cards to come together back to back, you know, I feel like this is both of your energies here. Maybe one of you is a Scorpio, the other one is a Libra, but I feel that once you two come together, you guys are going to make smart business decisions, smart family and investment decisions. It's going to go well for you, in your favor. You guys would not, I just feel like you guys are not going to be short of making money, or, you know, knowing how to make money. You guys are talented, gifted. And there's an advantage in this relationship. There's a huge universal advantage when it comes to this relationship. Let's see what else is going on. One last message. With the Black Mirror Tarot. Okay. Colorless angel. Interesting. Beautiful. Wow. You know, when I look at her, it reminds me of a fairy, right? Or heard of the Cinderella story? I think, is it Cinderella? Who had the... It wasn't Cinderella. Well, oh God. Sorry, guys. I'm using the Disney Tarot, and you would think I would know which one. I want to say it's Snow White, right? Snow White had the three fairies. But also, yeah, Cinderella also had a fairy godmother. Yeah, I was right. For Cinderella also had a fairy godmother. The point is that I went into this whole big shebang in the beginning about wish coming true. Yeah. This is a huge confirmation that your spirit guides, your ancestors, are behind this relationship. Your loved ones, you know, whether they're living or they're past, are behind this relationship. When I look at the moon here, right, half moon, right, I feel like you two complete each other, right? Not only in the 3D world, but in the 5D world. I think that a lot of you have gone through a journey together, and some of you are reconnecting because there's a new beginning, a new chapter when it comes to your love story. All right, that was your reading, my Aquarius. If you are looking for a private reading, my email is in the description box. I also offer tarot lessons and spiritual guidance for those who are on their journey. You could email me for more information. Love you, Aquarius. Bye. Hi, Aquarius.